Oh, yeah.
And we're live.
We're live.
In there like swimwear. What's going on? Pod Heaven, episode 27. You already know what's good.
Here we go.
Happy motherfucking Monday.
Monday. See, we're going to have to, Mondays always suck. We're going to have to figure out a different way. A different day of the week to suck because, Pod Heaven drops on Monday now and it can't suck anymore.
Dude,
so.
no more sucky Mondays. No more sucky Mondays.
Monday's everybody's favorite day.
Exactly. It's day one of the week. What's up, y'all? It's Pod Heaven.
Welcome back to
episode 27. I don't know which camera to look at.
You pick.
Over off in this general direction.
No, I'm going to look at this one because I look sexy on this one, dude. I really do.
Loving the close-up, intimate view.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see it while we're recording because then I'll get nervous.
Okay, it doesn't exist.
So, it's Monday. You're getting back to work. You're upset because you got to go do your job that you hate. Why are you still doing that job? Why? Get the fuck out of there. Who is your boss? Is that job really that important? Get out of there. Is it more important than your happiness? No, it's not. You got to do your thing. You got to do what makes you happy. And if your job isn't making you happy, then cut that shit out. Make changes. You set goals.
You ever see that meme? Ah, shoot, I lost it.
Sorry.
I lost it.
I'm going nuts.
It'll come back to me. Oh, I'll remember it.
Episode 27, dude.
27 episodes of listening to us.
Oh my gosh. We need to have some more guests.
We'll get them. So, dude, guess what? This is crazy. I was listening to a podcast, one of the fitness podcasts I listened to, and they were talking about how to get like a really big back pump,
Back pump.
So basically, he was talking about, because a lot of people don't see the deadlift as like a back exercise, but if done correctly, you will feel your back, like the deadlift will work your back better than anything. I've heard of bodybuilders taking breaks from doing like those seated row machines, the low row machines with the cables, big stack of weight, and they're trying to max this thing out, but they can't, So they take a break and they go do deadlifts, and they come back, and all of a sudden they can max out the low rows,
Nice.
So one of the guys on there, he was saying, do heavy deadlifts and immediately go do pull-ups right after that. Not supersetted, but do, your sets of heavy deadlift, and then go across the gym or whatever and start doing some pull-ups. I can't do any pull-ups right now, or enough pull-ups to really make it worth it. So I just went and did lat pulls instead.
Nice, yeah.
And
same movement with less weight.
Yep. Same movement, less weight. Yep, exactly. And but then I switched out the deadlifts for snatch grip deadlifts, right? So instead of grabbing like right close next to your knees and just standing up with it, you grab it out way wide.
Nice.
Like you're going to do a snatch.
That'll kill your lats, huh?
Oh my gosh, dude. My lats, I felt like there was like bowling balls on my back for the rest of the day, man. Yeah. It was insane, the pump that I got. Like, I had a hard time connecting with my chest, and I had a hard time connecting with my lats. I could really get my legs pumped, I could get my arms pumped, my shoulders pumped, and all that good stuff. But when it came to like, presses or rows or whatever,
you got to work on that muscle connection.
Yeah, and that did it, man. Like my back was just pumped and super connected, and also did on the eccentric, so the bringing the weight down, right? I would do like as slow as possible. Yeah. So stand up with the weight, get a good squeeze in the shoulder blades.
Explode up.
And then take like 5 seconds on the way back down.
5 seconds down.
And dude,
that's killer.
It was killer, man. I love it. It was so much fun. And
you remember doing negatives? Remember when we did those before with arms?
Yep. Those are.
It's where you take you've got like a ridiculous amount of weight.
Too much weight.
Yeah, too much weight.
Yeah.
More than you can even lift. But an amount. So like if you're doing it with tricep extensions, then you're pulling this rope down, and you have your buddy help you pull it down.
Yep.
So you have to have more weight than you can lift, but enough weight that you can let down slowly.
You just resist all the way back down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where the real like micro tears in your muscles start happening. And then you got to stretch and eat to recover from that.
Exactly. Recovery is huge, man. Like, I'm digging the negatives though.
That's awesome.
Slow eccentric is what it is. So it's not too heavy. Like if I wanted to, I could just sit there all day and hold it. But
all day, huh?
Yeah, all day. Easy. But I would, then that's a great way. Cause right now a lot of people don't want to go to the gym, so they don't have a lot of weight at home.
It's COVID central, dude.
Yeah, unfortunately. But so that's what you can do if you don't have as much weight.
Yeah,
just really focus on that eccentric, lowering that weight down. So do curls.
Yeah, and
then see how long you can take to get back down to the bottom.
Look at those biceps, ladies and gentlemen.
Do that but you got to hold good form too, right? So a lot of people will be like going down with the on the eccentric, right?
Yeah.
But then their shoulder will pop forward.
Yeah, dude.
You don't want to do that, right? You want to be able to get that shoulder into a really good place, get a good squeeze in the back, and really just let that come down as slow as you possibly can.
So your biceps doing all the work.
Yep. So your biceps doing all the work, plus you're just really focusing on holding that shoulder in a really good place, right?
That'll help your posture, right?
Yep, that'll help your posture. Really get that mind-muscle connection reestablished with the body, and that'll help too, right? And then when you're gonna go do regular curves, boom, you just start. Your body will just naturally snap into that position too.
Yeah.
So, and you don't need a lot of weight for it too. So it's going to help you with your posture. It's going to help you with your gains. It's going to help you with, you don't have to go buy a bunch of new weight to try to overload it that way, and you can go lighter, a little easier on the joints too.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, don't go in there and kill yourself. Just, start small, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, dude, that was a lot of fun though. I'm going to have to keep adding that into the kind of the rotation now, because it's a lot of fun.
Right on, man. Yeah, dude, I worked out at the gym 3 days this week, and I just went for a walk the other 2 days.
Nice.
Because there's only one person allowed in the gym at my apartment complex right now.
Oh, shoot.
So I got to make sure and get in there before everybody else.
Right.
Right. And there's a little sign-in sheet on there so you can say what time you're in there. Mm-hmm. And lots of people have a routine. And if you look at the sheet every day, there's like 10 people that work out and they all come in at the same time. So my time slot is like 7 a.m. Okay. That's when I need to start my workout if I want to have like a productive day.
Yeah.
And so I go in there at 7 a.m., but, a couple mornings couldn't quite get there at 7 this week. And so I just went for a walk just to get something in. But I started out my week on legs.
Oh, okay.
I don't like doing legs. And I just figured, you know what? Let's just dive right into this. My legs were fucking sore this week, dude.
What'd you do?
Squats on the Smith rack to just because, honestly, dude, I felt like if I tried to squat, I might pull something. Yeah. I haven't squatted in so long, dude. I haven't been working out, man. At least not regularly, like I want to be. Mm-hmm. But I'm working at it every day. Try to keep the habit alive.
A little better. Yeah. That's good.
It just makes everything better.
Just do something every day. Yeah.
You got to, man. Got to get the blood moving. And, you know, I don't know, dude, for guys like me and you who are fucking intense about life and serious about shit, you know, there's a lot that goes on up here. And so I feel like just getting a workout in the morning really helps me get my day off on the right foot.
Yeah.
And changes the shape of the rest of my day.
This was something I was thinking about this morning is like the gym is not just about physical fitness. You know, it's mental toughness. It's also the physical. And just because, you know, at the beginning, maybe the first couple of weeks, you might feel motivated. You might want to go to the gym. Yeah. You know, but after the 2 weeks wears off, you know, and then nobody's going to get to their goal within 2 weeks. And so then beyond those 2 weeks, you're going to have to dig in deep and get some mental toughness and be able to, you know, show some like just mental strength too, you know, because
that's why I kept saying the other day that the gym is my religion. Yeah. You know, because it just strengthens your spirit. Mm-hmm. You know, it gives you vigor. It gives you ferocity. Mm-hmm. It makes you more energetic. It, you know, triggers your brain to produce dopamine and serotonin. It keeps you in shape, makes you look good and feel good about yourself. And like, you know, you learn lessons in the gym.
Yep. Life lessons, you know, it's not just about getting bigger biceps. It's not about getting a bigger deadlift. You know, it's very much discipline, you know, getting a routine down, being able to get there when you don't feel like it. And there's a lot to learn from the gym than just, you know, hypertrophy.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, and you can take those lessons and you can apply them in your life. You know, if you're in a rut and you're running around in circles, you know, and you're trying to get a little bit more money in the bank so that you can make that next move or you can do that next thing, like, or if you're just waiting on that check to like get that microphone so you can start your podcast, or like wherever you're at in life, like, you know, just keep pushing. Yeah. Push forward, because, you know, you could be, if you push forward and you reach your goal, you know, that you're going to feel better about yourself and you're going to be able to reach the next goal easier, because you build your willpower, your emotional strength. You raise your capacity, right? Next time you go back to the gym, you lift 5 more pounds than you did before. You know, and you feel like an idiot going in there when you're 120 pounds or when you're 400 pounds. Right. You know, but after 6 months, you know, when you kind of, you have something to show for yourself and you've reached some of your goals, you know, and you've gained some rapport with some of the like people there that were laughing at you before, you know, it's like, I don't know. It kind of depends on what gym you go to. Because if you go to Planet Fitness, then, you know, you're not really going to get that vibe. But I felt like at LA Fitness, like, there's some dudes there that are just huge. Stupid huge, bro. Like, ridiculously huge. Like steroids huge, man. And, you know, there's the natural guys and the guys that are using steroids. And you can totally tell the difference, man. You could totally spot it. As soon as like, once you like know about muscle growth and shit and you've like worked out for a consistent amount of time, you can look around and be like, that dude's on a roll.
Yeah, you can spot them so easily, man. It's not even, you know,
Cheaters.
It's funny because like I remember when we first started going to LA Fitness. Yeah. There's 2 gyms we were looking at for some reason. One was like Lakeshore, which is more of an athletic club.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was LA Fitness. And then for whatever reason, me and Michael decided to go with LA But then mom wanted to go check out the gyms too, maybe get a membership too. And then she said, I didn't really like LA Fitness. It was too much of like a meat locker. That's what she said.
Dude, the meat locker. That's exactly what it is, man.
Yeah, so it was funny.
That's so funny. Did she say that?
She said that.
Mom! What's up, Mom?
I was like, yeah, you're
Shout out to Mom, dude.
Right. But, well, dude.
There's culture at gyms, dude.
Yeah, there is. That's what,
you ever been to Gold's?
Never been in Gold's, but I want to go to some place like West Side Barbell. Have you heard of them?
No.
It's like a dungeon in there.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
Dungeon vibes.
Yep. And every single dude in there is like training to be the like crazy power lifter.
They're power
type.
lifters, man.
Yeah, that's the gym you go to if you. It's like known.
They're serious.
For it, you know.
They're serious about that shit.
Yeah, they got chains and chalk and ammonia everywhere. Yeah, dude, these guys are
smelling salts.
Yeah, they're going hard, man, and it's like they've built that culture of like
balls to the motherfucking walls,
yeah,
dude.
Always, 100%, all the time,
dude. Because that's what life is, man. Because life is hard, dude.
Yeah,
you got to be tough.
And some people like that, you know. But the cool thing is you can go in there as like a newbie, and everybody knows everybody in there. You know? So you put your headphone. Apparently, from what I've heard, I've never actually been there, but you put your headphones on for your lift, and then you take your headphones off, and you're talking to all your friends and everything.
Oh, that's like a rule they had, like an etiquette?
I don't know. It's our culture.
Okay,
I guess is what I'm going to.
Unspoken rules.
Yeah, unspoken rules. So then
like how we trade off every week getting lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
I just spoke it. Sorry. You're not supposed to speak the unspoken rules.
Yeah, you don't speak the unspoken rules, man.
Anyways.
But yeah, you can go there as a new guy, and everybody's like, "Oh, dude, how you doing? What's your name, man?" And they're all jacked, and big beards, and just chalk all over everywhere and everything.
I love it, dude. But I love that.
As soon as you walk in, you're part of the family, and they're talking to you, they're helping you out, they're giving you advice. And,
oh hell yeah, dude!
And
those guys are sweet as fuck, dude. Like all those guys that are like jacked.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
It's
like
fun to help you out, man.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. You go talk to them, and they're just like they're total sweethearts. They're just big teddy bears.
Yeah, I want to go to a gym like that, dude. That'd be sick. Just go in there and be like, dude, everybody's.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's awesome. But
so what's the deal? You gonna get a membership there?
I don't know where they are. I think they're in like New York or something. So yeah, they're not around here, unfortunately.
Well, you should find a place like that. You could probably find one in Portland, dude.
There wasn't like pre-COVID, there was one that was just opening up around here, and I forget what it was called, but it had this like dude on there. It was all about they had it's just like this silhouetted dude on there, and he's like deadlifting, and the bar is all like bent like this, and it's got like crazy weights on it and stuff. And I went and checked it out because it was just opening, and there was every single barbell just covered the entire wall. They had like just a bunch of squat racks. They had turf. They had like Olympic lifting platforms and just everything, dude. And it was in an industrial park, so big warehouse, no AC. Yeah, dude. And
that is so
it looked
lit.
sick, dude. It looked really cool. So I'm gonna have, but it was like $100 a month, for stuff like that. So
damn, 100 bones.
But it was worth it because all that equipment in there was just
top notch.
Yeah.
That's what you need for the goals you have, huh?
Yeah, if I wanted to really get into some heavy deads, and there's like 2 other guys there checking out with me, and both of them were power lifters.
Wait, where?
I was here in Vancouver.
Oh yeah, that place that you were talking about.
Yeah. So.
Well, you can do heavy deadlifts at LA Fitness, right?
Yeah, you can. Just every once in a while, they tell you to don't drop the weights.
No, I've really never had that happen at LA.
Yeah,
have you actually
had that happen once? Yeah, I was at the Hazeldale one, and it was like peak time, and there was a dude training his client right behind me. So, and I was just getting into the heavy, 1 to 3 reps, and he kind of, hey, can you
tone it down?
I'm trying to train my client. And I'm like, dude, I get it, because mean, I do that. I would not want to. Yeah. So
I don't know, dude. Working out is intense, and I would expect LA Fitness to have more of that culture.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do. But I mean, if it's, packed and there's a dude
if it's like
with a client right behind me, then yeah.
Yeah, because lots of there's like peak times, right? Like 7:30 probably is a peak time because lots of people work at 9 a.m.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in the morning. Yeah,
and then like
sure.
5:30 is probably another peak time.
Yep.
After people get off at 5.
Yeah, I was there at like 6.
Yeah.
Trying to do my lifts. And
yeah, you gotta do those at night. Like 8 p.m. workouts.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like the Orchards one because I can just go over there.
Is that one kind of more like less people going there?
Yeah, there's not nearly as many people, and the trainers don't get that far in. They should, but they don't. Yeah, but
sweet, man. Well, I got a new song out.
Oh yeah.
And fuck it, man. I'm dropping it, dude. I'm putting this one on all platforms. It's on all platforms right now. Go find it. Go stream it. The song's called Pain. Yep. That's the name of it.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's meant to be. This is it.
I really like that one, dude.
It's pretty dope, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go download it.
That one was raw as fuck, man. One night I was in the studio, happened to be there by myself, and just laid down this groove, man. Just picked up the acoustic guitar, Taylor, that he's got there, and laid down that little groove.
Nice.
Hopped on the cajon.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a cajon song for sure. Laid down a little beat on the cajon. Just doom, da, just a layer.
Simple. Yeah.
Yeah, just a layer to throw in there to enrich the percussion with the vibe that I wanted for that song. It's kind of got like this Western,
for sure,
influence.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to use the word country.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
But it's like it's got a tambourine in there and a cajon and like, it's like new age blues kind of.
Dude, it reminds me of like when Shinedown goes acoustic.
Yeah,
they go chill.
Yeah, they do have some slower songs, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, slow. I gotta do more slow songs, man. Because I don't know. My first intention, like going into the studio, is just to make something that's like just, fires on all cylinders.
Yep.
And it's high energy, and it's, But I like how Eric said it's good walking music earlier because it's more just chill.
Yeah.
It's like 70 beats per minute.
Yeah, it's good. And it's not. Every single beat is filled with something, it breathes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it breathes a little bit. Yeah, go check that shit out. Go scream it on Spotify.
There you go.
'Tis the season.
Yeah, dude. It's funny. I made that beat. I was gonna bring it to Thirsty Third Thursday.
Yeah.
After I recorded the groove, sent stems home, made a beat, brought it back. I was like, I'm gonna show this to everybody, and we'll hopefully do like another Don't Want to Run type song with a whole bunch of artists involved. And but low key, I was kind of happy that nobody showed up that night. Nobody ended up showing up.
Yeah.
For Thirsty Third Thursday, and I wasn't too bummed about that because me and Dave got some work done. We got some really cool stuff, some lead guitar stuff back on an album that we're working on. So we had fun putting that together. And And then I recorded vocals because the whole day I was driving around and just kind of singing in my car.
Yeah.
Just playing that beat, just looping it and just singing whatever came to me. And so then when I went to the studio, I really like didn't have anything written down when I got there. And it all just kind of came to life right there. It's really fucking, it was just like straight from the heart, you know? And it just kind of happened. It just came really naturally.
Cool. That's a good one. I like that one. No.
Yeah, because a lot of this stuff I've been trying to think like with my big music brain.
Your big music brain?
Yeah, dude, because, people say like he's on some big brain shit.
Yeah.
Like really smart people.
It's big brain time.
Yeah, Eric's my big brain friend for sure. And my big brain friend Eric Spencer too. He's my other fucking big brain friend. But like I don't really have big brain. I just am really creative when it comes to music and have different ways of like have really cool systems on how to like beat creative block. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, sometimes that's the way to do it instead of like starting from zero and being like, okay, I'm going to make this song that's going to just like completely change the world. It's going to be the best thing I've ever made. Like totally throw everything you have into every project that you start and really, invest your energy into the right places with what you're working on so that you can present something to its fullest level of oomph.
Yeah.
And make it have that impact that you want. But, sometimes simple is better. Just a nice beat, that makes you bob your head.
Yeah.
And like some cool ass melodies and like some little synthesizers sprinkled on top to like give it flavor. Like, people have been making music for years and years and years off of the same process pretty much, right? Just like guitar and drums and bass and you got orchestras, you've got fucking composers like Beethoven and stuff who took a dramatically different approach. But like every song you make doesn't have to be your Beethoven song. Mm-mm. It can be your Katie, like your firework.
Well, I'm thinking like, 3 Days Grace. Those guys were huge, gigantic. They would just sell out. They're, freaking legends.
Yeah. Rock legends.
And they're fairly recent, right?
2000.
Ish.
They're technically still current and still making music.
Yeah. But, like you think of like the 80s hair metal bands and stuff, that's kind of when they started like selling out stadiums and stuff, right?
Yeah, sure.
Music started doing that. And then now it's shifted a little bit more. It's harder to sell out stadiums anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you started in 2000. So, but 3 Days Grace, they were selling out stadiums in like 2000, all the way up until now. I mean, they're still doing it, right? So they're super, I guess what I'm trying to say is that they're simple. They don't.
There's a template kind of for each one of their songs.
Exactly. And they're more emotional bands. They're not like super technical and, crazy fills and blast beats and, crazy grinding patterns and all this stuff. It's very...
No, but they do have some very intricate instrumentation in a lot of their songs. And they experiment with lots of different grooves and stuff. Like, you've got your rock beat, booms and cats,
right.
But they would do cool thing. I'm trying to think of like a song that has a good example of the thing I'm trying to.
Yeah, I know. Like as far as the drums went, like they went like it was not Life Starts Now. Was the one with the people beating the white background.
Yeah,
It is
with break.
Beatstars now.
That is Beatstars.
Oh,
now.
it is Beatstars.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
that one, he kind of there was still that straightforward like rock beat.
Yeah,
They did a couple of like crazy fills, but there was maybe like 3 in the entire album.
Yeah.
and they would bring it out every once in a while, but
Get Out Alive is the song
yeah.
that I'm referring to. It's got a
What
really
part?
funky groove to it. Mm-hmm. Not funky as in like,
Right.
like not that kind of funk. Like,
It's creepy.
well, yeah. It's got an eerie vibe to it. That's one aspect of the song, but also it's just. Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to think. Like, it's not.
As he faded away.
Let's perform it.
Yeah, they go.
Yeah.
Careful, don't get demonetized. No,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think
Oh boy.
I think it's mostly the recording, but yeah.
They definitely stepped outside the box with that song and got creative
That
on some
album,
shit.
really. And then they went even further with Transit of Venus.
Yeah, dude, Transit of Venus was pretty out there. They took it really pop with Life Starts Now, I think. They took it really back to basics with that record.
And they pushed it a little bit every once in a while, which was cool. But
Yeah.
so I guess my point is that it's not crazy. It's not the most technical thing you've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
I remember every once in a while Eric would just show up randomly, and he learned one of the the songs or the riffs or whatever, the 3 Days Grace. And I'm like, oh, when did you learn that? And he's like, oh, I just started, I learned it last night.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can just sit down in an evening and learn it.
Well, it takes a long time. It takes a lot of practice to get to that point where you can do that.
Right. But it's not like the Sleeper Oxygen thing where me and Eric are sitting there, we're slowing the videos down.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I've done that. I've downloaded songs and slowed them down in an audio editing software to figure out what the fuck is Sinister Gates playing right
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
That's right. We were just trying to find the kick pattern in that.
Yeah, we just find
Oh
We
my
spent
God.
forever trying to do that. And I learned how to play it just so I could kind of understand because they line up, the riff and the kick pattern.
Yeah.
That's pretty common, but
Yep.
I gave up on that, and I was like, oh, who can figure this out? Eric can figure
Eric could.
this out. Eric, help.
I figured it out,
shit.
but holy hell.
Your brain just about blew up.
It's so funny, like, you've got bands that do that kind of thing, like Avenged Sevenfold.
Yep.
They've got, oh man, chord progressions and melodies and guitar harmonies and stuff that is just out of this world, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy. The stuff that they're putting together and orchestrating in that band. It's like, is it really worth it? Like that song Afterlife is like their pop record. And it's like,
It's still just like, wow, what's happening?
to sit down and learn that song is just a fucking nightmare, just a journey, nightmare.
Later on. That's later on.
Yeah, that's later.
But yeah, Nightmare was dope, dude. That record came out. I think they took it a little bit more. Well, no, they went fucking haywire with that record. But then
They
they
were all
took
over
it
the
really
place.
pop with like Hail to the King.
I hate Hail to the King for that reason.
You hate it?
I kind of hate it. I mean,
used to
it's-
hate it too.
It's not that bad. I get it, but like every time I listen to it, I'm like, this doesn't feel like the Avenged Sevenfold that I like fell in love with.
I feel that, bro. I feel that, bro.
It's
See,
just
I knew you
like-
feel emotion,
It
bro.
almost feels like it's disrespectful. Almost, it's just like, what the hell are you guys doing right now?
Dude, okay, yeah, but all their like emo kid fans that like grew up like on their music, like to literally like get them through life, like they love that song.
Well, they're the diehard fans that they could put out, crap and they'd still like it.
Dude, yeah, bro. They can, like Avenged Sevenfold can just put out whatever. Like, but people who aren't musicians, like,
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck, dude. Like, oh yeah, there's Sinister Gates doing that cool thing on guitar again. And I'm like, oh my God, wait, that's a different arpeggio than he did last time. Like, what arpeggio is that? Like, what key is this song in?
Modulate that, yeah.
There's like this meme of like most people at concerts, and there's like this drug chick, like just having a great time. And then there's like me at concerts. It's like Mewtwo. And he's like, the Pokemon, he's like standing there. He's like, looks all intense and focused. And it just says that legato was clean and precise.
I like that. That's funny.
That's so me, dude. Because I'm at concerts just like, just fucking analyzing shit, dude. What's going on here? How is this all coming together?
Yeah.
Why did they have to carry in 17 black bins with yellow lids on them? What's in those fucking bins?
What's in the bins, man?
What's in the bins, man?
A lot of trust.
Dear.
But yeah, dude. So, cool bands, fucking new song. I really hope to play some, to be able to play some big stages like Avenged Sevenfold and 3 Days Grace have done. I really hope that live music becomes more prevalent and that goes away. We're able to have gatherings again. I know there is a few places doing live music in Portland, and one of those places is the Garage Sale Warehouse.
Garage Sale Warehouse?
You ever done lights at that place with advanced lighting? It's a big warehouse where they got a bunch of shit that they like. Yeah, I think you can rent a space in there to like store shit.
Okay.
And there's like tons of people that work there that flip stuff and like buy and sell stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Advanced Lighting does the lights there. It's a company we used to work for.
Washington, or was it?
It's Portland. Yeah, he did a lot of Washington stuff with Advance, huh? I did all the Portland shit because I was the only one.
Yeah, on the back end, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, they're doing live music there. They got they got like this big, like kind of like, property area on their lot where they've got food trucks. And apparently they're doing live music and stuff there. So I'm gonna go down there and check that out. Nice. I'm gonna try to get some consistent shows here because I got some really cool songs in the works, and I got my album coming out, and I want to kind of bring that all together, start playing shows, and start selling, t-shirts.
That'd be good.
And start giving people music, to listen to.
Nice.
And, I think this podcast is a great way to promote all that shit. And I'm really trying to... we're really trying to start some culture with this. So we want to hear from you guys. What do you think about these songs? What do you think about these ideas? What are your fitness goals? What have you been doing to stick with that? And, what do you think about what we've been talking about? Like, leave a comment below, and let's make this our little Monday, motivational meeting culture.
There you go.
Like, what are we all doing today? What are we doing this week to get closer to the goal? Like, I feel like everybody listen. If you're listening to this podcast, and you want to hear from two individuals who have been successful in starting their own business, you probably want to do something for your own life. So I encourage you to find what that is and to figure out what that is, because everything else kind of gets easier when you're focused on your shit and you have something that you're doing, that you're working towards, and it gives you a reason to get out of bed in the morning. And when you're tracking your goals and stuff and you're writing stuff down, it's like, you just start to realize what you can really do as a human. And I don't know why I'm saying all this, but like tons of people are just running in circles, and lots of people are depressed and have anxiety. I think people just need to be real with themselves and, love yourself enough to invest in yourself and devote time to yourself, because you're worth it. Whatever goal you want to set, whatever thing you want to achieve in life, don't let anybody tell you that it's stupid. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not worth it or that you can't do it. The human mind is very powerful. And if you're somebody who's really emotional and you're feeling pain and you're going through things and you're depressed and you're anxious, just hold on, There's always something better out there.
Yeah.
You know? Play another song here.
You have to
This is
put in
Joel.
a lot of time and focus into your dreams, especially if you want a big dream and you want to manifest it into reality. So basically, when we're at that moment where we're like, damn, we're hitting the wall, we're uncomfortable, we're failing, and we're like, all right, dude, everything you got right here, I don't know what it is, but whatever's left, pull out a little bit more and give it. Realizing what's important to you and holding yourself accountable, period. No matter how tired you are, no matter how much energy you have, do it, period. I know that if I'm going
I see where that last little, what you just were talking about before you played that song. I know where that came from.
every day is that if I want to really inspire people to be their greatest physical self, I at least have to try my best on a genuine level, which is not easy, to be my greatest physical self, whatever that may look like in my heart and my mind.
Nice.
Joel Lewis, everybody.
That's from the podcast we did with him, right?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
dude.
I like that.
That's the whole thing I wanted to do with Joel was just was give him something like that.
Just capture some of his thoughts.
Yeah, dude, because that guy is on fire, man. Like that dude is unstoppable. You want to talk about discipline and willpower? Joel is the fucking man, dude. Ugh, I love that dude. Shout out to Joel. I didn't mean to hit the cock.
You gotta let it go.
Can't leave it loaded.
Yeah, don't leave it loaded, man.
Don't leave it loud. Yo! We got my man Devin in his house, the founder of Pure Movement Fitness. If you ain't on the Pure Movement, you better get on the Pure Movement. You know what I'm saying? If you're not out here, get out here.
Go.
Get educated from the man, the myth, the legend, the fucking fitness wizard, the
Fitness
smartest
wizard.
personal trainer you've ever met in your life. Devin,
Devin.
lay it on him.
All right. Well, I was out driving around the other day in Portland, and it was a cooler night, and sun was out. It was a good night for a run. And apparently I wasn't the only one thinking that, because everybody and their mom was out running. Everybody was running. It was crazy. I was like, oh, look, there's somebody running. And there's another person running.
You running in Portland, dude?
I'm not running. I was driving.
Oh, okay.
But I was thinking in my head it would have been a good night. I didn't actually run.
Oh.
But yeah, so everybody's running right now. And it's not just like adults either. There's all these like high school and middle-aged kids running around doing all this cardio and stuff. And it's because everybody's online.
They're doing school
school online, and their teachers are like, what am I going to do for their physical education? Let's have them go for a run.
Yeah.
Because it's easy. You just, all right, throw on some shoes and have fun.
Fuck off for a couple hours.
Yeah, exactly.
You know they're not
Before
running.
COVID, they just sent us out to the track and like, okay, you got to do this many laps, or
Yeah,
otherwise you won't get an A.
It's that or dodgeball, but
Yeah,
so yeah, there's this. I don't know what it is about cardio, but people just like, okay, you're gonna get fit, right? What do you think? What's the first thing you're gonna do?
You're going to run. You're
Just
going
gonna
to
go for a run. Yeah, just gonna go for a run.
Get on the fucking elliptical.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the elliptical, dude.
Get on that elliptical, get on the treadmill, go on the bike, swim, go outside, run, and that's great. I love the whole, getting outside, getting some sun and everything.
Dude, okay, real quick, ellipticals are underrated as fuck, dude. Because
I agree.
that shit is fun, dude. Like running is fun, dude. Running outside and like in the sun or like in the rain even too can be really fun. But like, dude, an elliptical, it's like, you know what I'm saying, bro, dude? Dude, it is like butter, man. It's like it's not even like running, dude. It's just like a flow. You can just get into a flow state, dude. And like your center of gravity just disappears. It's like just
floating
through your whole dude. It's like zero gravity, dude.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get back to the elliptical. I'm gonna get back to the elliptical when we get there. But
that's great.
It's funny. And what's the pretty much the number one reason anybody starts working out?
I'm fat.
Yeah.
I'm fat.
To lose fat.
To lose fat.
To get their body fat percentage down. Right?
I started working out to get my body fat percentage up, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you're the
arms. No, they're sleepers, dude. When I roll up my sleeves, it's fucking scary.
Yeah, dude, those triceps are just like pow. Yeah, just like that. It was good timing, dude.
Just roll with it.
So now we've got the number one, beginning thing to when you're going to start working out. What's the number one thing that you're going to do? Go for a run.
Yeah,
okay.
dude.
What's the number one goal for people who are trying to just get into a workout? They're going to try to lose body fat. Okay.
Yeah.
This is where there's a little disconnect. Okay. So if you Google what type of exercise burns the most calories, cardio. Cardio does. It burns the most calories during exercise.
Dope.
You go to the gym, you lift weights, you're not going to burn as many calories.
Yeah.
You go and you do your group fitness class, you're not going to burn as many calories. If you go out for a run, you go swimming, you do whatever sort of cardio. There's evidence out there that shows that during the workout, you are going to burn the most amount of calories during your exercise. And that, there's no debating that. It's shown over and over and over again, right? And that's why it's been, for so long, it's been the number one form of exercise is cardio, because like we said, everybody wants to burn more calories, lose weight, right? But there's that one little key line there that says during exercise, you burn the most calories. During exercise. As soon as you stop running, boom, it's over. There's no long-term calorie burn after that. Your metabolism is at a higher level for a little bit, but it quickly comes back down, right? So for long-term trying to lose weight, you're always going to have to run. You always have to be running. You can never stop running and continue to see the results from it, right? Yeah. So there's that one thing that we got to, and I'm going to bring this all together, but I'm going to jump around for a second. Hopefully I can bring it all together at the end here. But so there's that word during exercise, right? And there's this kind of new thing that most people, they don't really think about. We need to think about what signals are we sending to the bodies as well, right? So,
as in, like, what are you telling your body to do? Yeah.
What are you telling your body to adapt to, right? What adaptation signals are we sending to our body, right? And with cardio, when you're running, what is the number one signal that you're sending to your body? You need to be able to get from point A to point B without stopping, right? So, what signals that send to your body? Okay, we need to have, so in order to get from point A to point B, we need energy, right?
Point A and point B being your goal?
So, okay, sorry.
Or like
short term.
Yeah, we're going to start at our house and we need to be able to run to Fred Meyer.
Okay, where you're running to.
Where you're running to, right? And we need to get from point A to point B in the most efficient way possible, right? We need to be able to run longer. We need to be able to, we just need to be able to run longer, right? So what signals that send to our body? We need to become lighter, right? Because that's going to help us get from point A to point B easier, right? If you're 200 pounds, you're going to take more energy to get to point B than if you were 150, right?
Yeah.
So if you're 150 pounds, it's going to be easier to get to the end.
You're going to be a better runner the less that you weigh.
The less that you weigh, exactly. And what would be more efficient? That if we have a fuel reserve, right? So we have a certain amount of energy that we can use, and then what would be more efficient? Do we just dump it all at the beginning And is that going to get us to our goal? No, that's only going to get us halfway if we just dump it, right? So we need to stretch out. We need to become more efficient with energy, AKA calories. We need to become. So now instead of 1 calorie getting us so far, we need to become more efficient with that 1 calorie so it can get us further, right? So we need to become lighter and we need to become more efficient with calories. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
So,
I'm following you.
In this day and age, calories are super easy to come by,
Yeah.
right? That's not the issue. So if we want to be able to lose weight, right? That's the goal that we were wanting to get to. Do we want to become more efficient with calories or do we want to become less efficient with calories? Which it sounds like becoming less efficient with calories is a bad thing, but in this context, it's not, right? We want to become less efficient. We want to just get rid of calories indiscriminately right and left, right? So that's going to basically, I feel like I'm losing you here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. So, let's talk about weight loss for a second, right? So basic weight loss. We take in 1,500 calories a day, right? Through food.
Okay.
And in order to lose weight, we need to burn 1,800 calories, right? We need to exceed.
You got to burn more than you're taking in.
You burn more than you're taking in, right?
Yeah.
So, and then you're going to lose weight at that point, right?
Yeah.
So, crap, where was I going with that? So that's weight loss in a nutshell, right? So we want to be able to we want to be able to be less efficient with calories, right? Which meaning we're burning more calories just on a given, right?
Less efficient with calories so that your body needs more of them.
Yes.
Because it's burning them so fast.
So think about it as a fuel tank, right?
Yeah.
If we have a big engine, it's less efficient with gas.
Yes.
Right. So, and that's good for like a race, right? If you're just going from one point to point A to point B.
Or if you're carrying a bunch of heavy stuff.
Right. But, so we want to try to kind of, and imagine that gas is like super cheap, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of
70s.
Yeah, in the 70s, right? So you don't have to be as efficient with gas, right?
Yeah.
So, and to this day and age, energy, calories, food is super readily available.
Yeah.
And that's our biggest issue is it's because we can just go to the fridge and get food right away, right?
Or just stop at McDonald's on the way home.
Exactly. So in this day and age, we need to be less efficient with calories.
Yes.
Because that suits for our lifestyle, right? Food being readily available.
So how do you make your body less efficient with calories?
Less efficient with calories would be resistance training, right? So, because muscle. So let me back up. Bring this around full circle to cardio, right?
Here we go.
So cardio. So if we're doing cardio to lose weight, we're teaching our body to be more efficient with calories, right? Because we need to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, you're saying
efficiently.
Yeah.
Right? Because if we dump all the energy at the beginning of our run, we're not going to have any energy at the end.
Yeah.
So our body is going to adapt to make sure that we have the energy to get us to where we need to be.
Yes.
That's the signal that we're sending to our body with resistance training. With cardio.
With cardio.
Right? So it doesn't really make sense to do cardio for weight loss, right? Because our body's going to adapt in the wrong direction.
It'll actually slow your metabolism down.
It'll slow your metabolism down, exactly, right? And in this day and age, we need a fast metabolism, right? Making sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't it good to do a little bit of both though?
So and that's what I was going to tie it off with, right? So what we need to do is we need to focus our energy more on resistance training, right? Because when we build muscle and we're repairing muscle and we're getting stronger, that all requires a lot of calories.
That's how you get your body working overtime.
Yeah, that's how you speed your metabolism up.
Lose weight in your sleep.
Right? Lose weight in your sleep, right? And I've talked a little bit about this on previous things, but this is kind of this whole idea of because calories are readily available, right?
Yeah, dude.
And you may not be burning as many calories during the actual bench press and deadlift session as you would doing a 30-minute bout of cardio, but your metabolism is then raised for a longer extended period of time.
Yeah, dude.
All the way up to like even 72 hours after you've worked out, right? So you did your squats, you did your bench press, you did your overhead press, right? And 72 hours, your metabolism is at a higher rate than it was. Still
on fire.
On fire, yeah. And then most of the time,
that's why when I'm driving down the road, like when I used to work out like 7 days a week,
yeah,
I would be driving down the road, and like once my body got to the bottom of my calories, like got through everything that I ate that day, I would just start sweating. Like my body would just like start eating itself, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
you're just going, oh.
Yeah,
and then you get that energy drop.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and everything's there. So, and then...
No, but yeah, you got it. But you know, it kind of feels like an energy boost to a certain extent. Like if you keep your body fueled...
Yeah.
And you work out like that, like your energy levels are just going to be through the roof, man.
Right. Exactly. So let's bring it all back. And this is where I would use cardio, right? Tie a little bow.
Tying a bow.
Top, right. So we want to focus on things that are going to bring our metabolism up, i.e. resistance training, strength training, all that good stuff, right? So that is going to set our bodies up to become less efficient with calories, and that's what we want. We don't want to be efficient with calories because we have too many right now, right?
Okay.
So, but say you've been doing resistance training for a long periods of time, right? This whole metabolism slowing thing that cardio does to you, right? Like we said, after we do cardio, it's not instant. It's not like I ran from the grocery store to my car because it's raining and all of a sudden my metabolism dropped, 500 calories. That's not how it works, right? You have to be running for probably a month, maybe even 2 months before you start to see this decline.
The adaptation.
Yeah, the adaptation to the metabolism, right?
Yeah.
So we got to remember that cardio still burns the most amount of calories during exercise, right? So say you've been doing your resistance training, right? And you're getting pretty close to your goal. You're at 30% body fat and you want to get down to 15, right? Yeah. That's when you would throw in the cardio. Is when you've got like maybe 10 to 15% more body fat to lose. Throw in the cardio at the end, right? And your body won't have a chance to adapt fast enough, right? So you'll be burning extra calories from the cardio and your metabolism won't adapt down to it, right? So that's when we should use cardio, is to finish our weight loss.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's still an amazing tool to burn more calories, right? It still burns a lot of calories during cardio.
Got it.
During the exercise.
But it's also good as like just a warm up, right? Because I feel like going into the gym, like just trying to like throw my bag in the locker and then lay down on the bench and then like bench press 135 pounds.
Right.
I can't do that. Like I gotta run on the treadmill or walk on the treadmill for at least 5 minutes at least, just to get my heart rate up. I feel like because cardio is also good for your heart too, right? It's not just for weight loss.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So if that's another thing that you could do is like, oh yeah, that's what you should be asking yourself. What are we using cardio for?
Yeah.
Like the main thing that I'm trying to get is most people are using cardio to lose weight.
Yeah.
They're not using cardio to, strengthen their heart, strengthen their cardiovascular system and, all that good stuff. They're using it for weight loss specifically.
So you're saying, hey,
like don't use cardio for weight loss, because if that's your main source of burning extra calories, you're actually going to be doing yourself harm in the long run. Because say you went running for 6 months straight, right? Your metabolism is now going to adapt for those 5 to 4 months that you've been running, right? And that's why so many people, they start running, they see good weight loss at the beginning, and then they hit a hard plateau, right? And now they're in a worse place than they started.
Because if you stop, you're all slowed down.
Yeah, exactly. If you stop, say we started at 1,800, we were burning 2,000 calories, right? Uh-huh. And then we did a year, 6 months to a year of cardio, and we're frustrated because we hit the plateau and we stopped. Now, instead of just walking around burning 2,000 calories, you're walking around burning 1,500.
Yeah.
Right? So now you're more efficient with calories, and you're frustrated because you couldn't hit your goal, and you just stopped running.
Damn, yeah.
And it's just like, okay, now you're in a worse place than you started, right? Yeah. So, and this is...
Start with some basic lifts with resistance training if you're trying to lose weight. Right. If that's your goal.
Start with resistance training. Practice the movements. Learn how your proprioception, right? Learn your body awareness. Learn how to control your body, how to activate your core, how to retract your shoulder blades, how to do a proper hinge. Practice your squats, practice your deadlifts, practice your overhead press, practice your bench press. Do these things, and this will adapt your metabolism to burn more calories. Right. And now we're burning 2,500 calories. We're 10% body fat we need to drop. Put the cardio in at the end, right? Have your main focus be resistance training and add cardio at the end of your goal to help finish everything off, right?
Yeah.
And then that will get you to your goal. Your metabolism won't adapt. And then you'll be at the goal that you want to be at, and your body will be in a really good place metabolically, right? So...
Nice, dude.
And I will next week, a little sneak peek into next week. I'll talk about proper warm-ups.
Dope.
Because yes, you're 100% correct. You don't want to just get out of your car and throw everything in your locker and just go and just start bench pressing, 30% of your max, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be doing that. You're setting yourself up for injury at that point.
Yeah,
so,
that's too much shock to your muscle before it's like fired up.
Yeah, and in a sense, and I'll get into this deeper next week. So make sure you tune in next week,
episode 28,
about to actually properly warm up and prime. That's what what we're calling it now, is priming your body to be able to do a proper bench press, priming your body to be able to do a proper squat.
You got to prime that shit.
Yeah, you got to prime it, prime your body, ready to go. So that's what we'll talk about. We'll talk about that next week.
So, dude, it's Pod Heaven, everybody. Episode 27. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Monday.
What do they got to do?
Devin, they got to go find us on social media and give us a follow. Send us your questions. At Pod Heaven Austin Devin is our Instagram and Facebook tag. You can also tweet us at Pod Heaven AD. If you watch us on YouTube, drop a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for listening to Pod Heaven.
You guys are the best.
We'll see you next week.